Hello students, good morning. This is Manoj Kumar Singh for you. Today we will be discussing another topic of movie, that is perception. Okay, so try to attend it attentively and we'll try to learn everything in a proper way. So in organizational behavior there is a word perception. Today we'll try to understand what is the meaning of perception, what is the concept of it, and why it is important in studying organizational behavior. Students, whenever we put any ideas or we make any opinions towards any person, objects or situations or issues, we'll have to think before putting any opinions. So, before putting any ideas, suggestions or advices about any persons, situations or issues, we'll have to perceive them in a proper way. So, for perceiving anything, we'll have to use our senses, our sensory organs. We all know that we are having 5 senses organs through which we get some stimuli from outer world or the environment, and based on that stimuli we put our response before the person, objects or issues. So if we try to learn the definition of perception, one of the definition I have written on the board given by Stephen P. Robbins. Here it is clearly mentioned, perception is a process by which individuals organize and interpret their sensory impressions in order to give meaning to the environment. So whenever a person try to give their opinions or meaning to about anything to the environment, firstly they will have to organize their sensory organs, their sensory impressions. After organizing sensory impressions, they collect data, information, and based on that collected data, they give their interpretation about the data, about the issues, about the informations, and based on that information, based on that interpretation of data, they try to give meaning to the environment, which may give their perception, their ideas, through which they can judge someone's behavior, someone's personality. Okay. So this is what perception. So we may say that if we'll draw some components with the definition of perception, we can draw some components which are important, that is sensory impressions and interpretation and organization. If we'll try to understand definition in these in different components, we'll have to understand these 3 components in the definition: organizing of the information, organizing of the impressions, next interpretation of that information or data through sensory organs, and based on that impressions, based on that sensory impressions on the data, they will give a meaning to the environment. So this is all about perception. Today we will also try to learn why perception is important. If you are the part of management or if you are dealing with a managerial activity, most of the time, or we may say that all the time, you will have to give your opinion towards the situation, towards the employee or towards the target also. So before giving any perceptions or any views on reality, you will have to work out in that ways. First you will have to organize the information or data, and based on organized data you will have to interpret them, and finally you will give a meaningful impressions to the environment, which will be helpful for taking decisions in the managerial activities. Okay. Next part of today's topic, today we will be discussing, that is factors influencing perception. Today we will learn what are the different factors which will affect our perception process. So students, if we classify all the factors, or we may say that all the determinants of perception in broader way, we can only classify it under 3 classes. One is perceiver, factors in the perceiver, another is factors in the target, and last one is factors in the situations. Or we may say in a nutshell that factors, as far as factors of perception are concerned, there are 3 broader factors of perception. They are perceiver, target and situation. Now we'll try to understand what is perceiver, what is target, and what do we mean by situation in the context of perception. As far as perceiver is concerned, perceiver is a person who perceives anything. So in a perception process, if you can say, there are three major components: perceiver, target and situation. Perceiver is a person who perceives anything. So they are the person who is giving their perception about purchase, ideas, views and impressions. Next one is the target. As far as the word target is concerned, here target means the target may be anything, maybe person, maybe issues, maybe ideas. So target is anything which can be perceived by the perceiver. So we can say target is anything which can be perceived by a perceiver, or to whom we are making a perception. We can also say to whom we are making a perception, that is target. And one more, that is situation. Situation is also one of the important factor of a perception process, because whenever we perceive anything, whenever we put any ideas or impressions towards persons or any issues, situation matters. Based on situations, our perception differs. Okay. So as far as factors influencing perception is concerned, these are the broader factors. We will say that one is perceiver, factors due to perceiver, factors due to target, and the factors due to situations. For comprehensively understanding, further we may divide these factors under so many sub-factors, so that we can better understand all the factors influencing perception process. Okay. So as far as factors in the perceivers are concerned, again we are having following sub-factors based on perceivers' point of view. So due to perceivers, these sub-factors play an important role to the perception process. Number one is attitude. As we know that perceivers, due to perceivers, perception process varies, or we may say that perception varies from perceiver to perceiver. In the same situation, for the same object or the same person, different perceivers may have a different perceptions. Okay. So again, further, if we classify factors in the perceiver into different factors, we may have these 5 further factors which will directly affect perceivers' perception process. One is attitude. Attitude matters a lot. While perceivers tries to perceive anything, or perceivers perceive anything, their attitude matters. If a perceiver is perceiving anything with a positive attitude, they may have a different perception for the same object, for the same issues, for the same ideas. If perceivers are having not the positive attitudes, if they are perceiving anything with a negative attitude, we may get a different perceptions by the same perceivers. Okay, so attitude matters. We all know that different persons are having different attitudes. The similar way, different perceivers having different attitude for the same things, for the same person, or for the same ideas, while they go for perception process. So attitude of the perceiver matters a lot in the perception process. Next one is motives. In a similar way, motives also matter in perception process. Motives of the perceiver. See, if a perceiver is having not a positive motives behind perceiving anything, they will not give a right perception process, right perception for anything, any objects or any issues. If the perceivers are having positive motives, if they are having, they are equipped with they are preoccupied positive motives for perception process, we may get a good perception, we may get a good perception by the perceiver. Next, interest. Okay, interest of the perceiver also affects perception process. You may try to understand this with an example. See, whenever we go to visit any monuments at a historical place or anything, uh, we enjoy seeing old monuments or old buildings. In the same manner, if an architect visits the same monuments, they think those things, they perceive that monument in a different way. They minutely observe architectural point of view. But we as a general person, we simply see external appearance, we enjoy, we just go through the historical part of it, and we convince that this is one of the important monuments. But an architecture's point of view is different. If because of interest, they are having architect in his or her interest. So whenever an architect visit a monument or at a historical place, they think these things at a minute level because it is their interest area. So interest is one of the factors which affects perceivers' perceptions, which affects perceivers' point of view, because interest of the perceiver matters. Next one is expectations. Again, expectations of the perceiver. Perception process affects by the expectations of the perceiver. Now try to understand it. When a perceiver knows the target, when the perceiver is well versed with the issues, when the perceiver is already knowing all the situations or all the ideas or the objections related to the persons or the situations, they can have a preoccupied mindset. So most of the time they can expect according to their personality that this will happen. So expectations, or we may say that preoccupied mindset of the perceiver for anything or for any object or for any issues affects perception process. Okay, so expectation of a process, expectation of a perceiver can affect the whole perception process. Next one is experiences. Experiences of the perceiver. As we all know that experience teaches us more. We learn a lot of things from our past mistakes. We learn a lot of things about present experiences. So based on experiences, we try to perceive things in a positive way or negative way. And the same thing happens with the perceiver. Perceiver is a person who perceives the thing that we know that. So perceiver also take experience as one of the factors within them which will affect perception process. So experiences. So by this way we have learnt different factors of the perception process related to the perceivers. We may just recall attitude of the perceiver, motives of the perceiver, interest of the perceiver, expectations of the perceiver, and finally experiences of the perceiver. These are the factors influencing perception process due to perceiver. Okay, I hope you have understood the factors affecting perception process due to perceiver. Now we'll move to the another factors of the perception, that is due to target. As we all know that target it may be anything, maybe a person, maybe an idea, maybe a situation, maybe an issue also. So target is defined. Target is defined as a person, object, issues, or anything on which perceiver are putting their point of view, or perceivers are giving their opinion towards that. So target. Again, targets are also responsible to change among perceptions time to time. So as far as sub-factors under targets are concerned, we are having following sub-factors related to the target. One is novelty. See, students, you know that the literal meaning of novelty means newness. So here newness supposed to give the meaning of the target. If a target is new, you can say, so perceiver will perceive target as a new. So if the target is not novel, if the target is older target, they will perceive as an older target. So novelty is one of the factors due to which, on the basis of which perception will be affected. Motion of the target. We all know that moving objects can getting more attention than that of a stationary object. So motion is one of the factors on which our perception process varies. Sound is another factors within target which may affect perception process. We all know that louder sound get more attention than that of small very less sounds, low volume sound. So sound matters. Background, as we all know that when we see any advertisements or any advertisement in a print media or electronic media, background or contrast or color matters, because contrast color or the right background will get more attention by the viewers, because one of the sensory organ, that is eye catches the right background or the right color in the upper. So background is one of the factors. Proximity, the literal meaning of proximity is nearness. Students, while we go for perception process, some of the time our perception process varies or differs with the proximity. Because see, just try to understand it with an example. If any event happened before and similar things happen in the same situation, in the same environment, perceivers are bound to think similar way. So proximity affects perception process. Next one is similarity. Similarity also affects perception process because similar consequences are having similar point of view by the perceivers. So similarity is another factor on which perceiver perceive the target. Okay. Last factors of the perception process is factors due to situations. Whenever perceiver perceives the things, they take their own characteristic into consideration for perception process, as well as they take also consider the target's point of view. So many factors, and finally situation matters. So if you are a manager or a supervisor and you are supposed to give you a perception, you will have to take these all factors into your consideration. Last one is situation. When you are going to give a perception process, or you will give if you are giving your point of view for the object or for the target, you must take into consideration of the situation, in which situation you are perceiving. Okay. So as far as situations are concerned, further we are having three sub factors under situations. One is time. Time matters. At what time you are going to perceive the things. So time matters. Time should be favorable. If time is not favorable, you can't have a right perception about anything. Work setting. Work setting also matters. In which work culture you are belonging, what kind of employees you are dealing with, what kind of what profile they are dealing with. That also affects perception process of the perceiver. Social setting. If you are a supervisor or manager, you must consider that in which social setting you are working, the employee from which social background they are belonging to, and what kind of social setting you have been provided within the organization. So these all things must be taken into consideration before giving a perception process. So students, I can say you have learned it on perception and its factors in detail. Thank you.